Hey, what's up, guys? It's Major Richie again, and today I'm going to go through the uh the Ninja Gaiden Black Ninpo Dupe. There's been like a new development on it. So, a brief history: Unwary was the first person to upload a video on how the dupe works, more or less, explaining how it's like a 2 second window, give or take, um, and how you need to hold both triggers down and hold a stick in a certain direction. And then Digital T also made a guide as well with the input display, made it even easier to understand. And then recently, I came back to this game about a week or two ago. I just had the urge to come back. And then GT was messing around with the dupe glitch, or EX name as his Twitch name is now. We'll call him GT. And he brought up how using a certain phrase that's at least 5 to 6 syllables gives you a nice little indicator of when to execute the glitch. So basically, how that works is you right when you hit X to select the Spirit of the Devils, right here, you say a phrase like mine, for example, was Ninja Gaiden Black. Funny enough, it's the game's name, and we're using that to exploit it. So I say right when I hit X, you say Ninja Gaiden Black, and then you hit X again. And that kind of gives you an indicator on that window on when to press X again to execute the glitch. That was very consistent. It made it, that's probably the most consistent method as far as like learning the timing and getting a feel for the glitch. It wasn't exact because you say it in your head a little bit different every time, or if you're saying it out loud, it's a little bit different. But it was a start, and we're getting somewhere with it. And this morning, um, I had the idea when we were first getting started with it again to use the visual cue of the this blinking light on this as a visual cue to use it. I was trying it at first and it didn't seem to do anything for me, so I sort of dropped the idea. Then someone else in my chat brought up the idea again, how this could be used, and I was like, eh. But then I tried it again. Then I was thinking to hit X when the highlight is at its what looks like at its full brightness. You hit X on that first, and then you hit X again when the highlight is at its full dim or almost at its full dim. That gives you a pretty good visual indicator of when to hit X both times. So that's the new thing we figured out today. So to demonstrate, I made a little video here. So hit it there, and at full dim, you hit it again. There, I probably did it like a frame too early or so. It's not 100%, but it's consistent enough to the point where, in my honest opinion, it's not. There's no reason not to go for it. It's not a. It's not the kind of glitch where you would have to, if you were to go for this, you would have to reset over, unless of course you're going for record, which most people aren't. So you can try it in chapter 4 when you pick it up. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You just move on. And you lose like 4 seconds or so. Or you get an extra Ninpo, and it has a pretty decent impact on um, chapters 5 because of the red dinos. Chapter 6 because of you'll have like an extra Ninpo in some rooms, like monk room or zombie room would have a nice impact on. You're able to use Inferno more. If you get extra red drops, you'll have an extra Ninpo slot for those red drops. Um, 7, I could see it having an impact um, we go for the one cycle Hydra too. So you need to use a Ninpo there. So that means you won't have to refill or use a elixir of the Devil's Way um, during the Alma fight. So that's nice, and that also saves you a bit of money too. That's another thing. Getting more use out of your great devil elixirs will um, free up some money in the game. So if you get to the chapter 14 merchant, which typically you need to buy some more devil's ways, um, you have the option to skip it if you choose, especially if you got it twice. If you got it twice, you can definitely skip it because you use 4 great devil elixirs throughout the whole core of chapter 15. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 extra Ninpo uses. Plus, of course, you're gonna get like at least 2 or 3 rads throughout core on average. So you basically don't even really need to worry about Ninpo if you're able to get this. Even 1 extra Ninpo, I wouldn't say skip Devil's Way. You'd probably still need some red drops, but at least it kind of gets rid of some of the worry about needing red drops. You're just able to spend Ninpo more. But yeah, to go through it one more time. Let's see. So you can watch my controller there. I hit X on right there, almost to its max brightness. It's not terribly precise. I mean the glitch itself is, but um, kind of try to anticipate when this thing's going to be at its max brightness. Hit X, and when it looks like when it's at its max dim, or like right there, like that's like right here. I think this is right when I pressed X. Almost to the point where you don't see the blue light anymore. That's when you execute. And if you see the menu flip out there, that's that right there. I did it too early, um, which is nice too because you can tell if you did it too early or too late, so you can kind of adjust accordingly. So it makes the whole learning process of doing this glitch a bit easier than before. Before you just have to develop a feel for it. Like there were buttons you needed to press. This just gives it um, an easier indicator on how to do it. Um, it doesn't make the timing window any easier or anything like that. It at least gives you um, an easier way of learning the timing for it at least. So there's that. I'll play the rest of the video again, but that's pretty much it. That's the new development. Um, yeah, shout out to XEMU for bringing this up again and talking about timing window because I had no idea it worked that way. On how it seemed like this when you hit X, like this menu is on some type of like cycle. Um, because you can hit X and just sit there and wait for like a full minute and still be able to get it, as long as you hit that window. It's like on a cycle. So yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comments below or join the Ninja Gaiden Discord. You can ask there. But yeah, um, I think that'll do. I'm not sure if I get it again or not. and I don't know if I said this earlier. Um, I am doing this on the emulator, the XEMU, Xbox emulator. Um, from what I can tell, it's the timing is pretty much the same. Um, because I tried it on my Series X console, Xbox Series X. The timing on these two versions feel pretty much the same. I was able to execute them pretty well on both. Um, like I was messing up on here just as many times as the Series X console, so and I was getting it about just as much. I didn't feel any easier on MU either. So, um, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful. It's pretty exciting to find something new for this glitch. It feels like this glitch was it, it was uh, it was static for a really long time. Um, but it's nice to have something different with it. So, but yeah, yeah, it was fun. It's fun exploring this glitch. I'll continue to poke at this glitch, but I don't feel like it's hard to think of anything else that could be found with this glitch. To be honest, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's very similar to the DMC4 Max Act if you're familiar with that. That's just something you just need to a, a feeling to get like to execute over time. Um, Even if you do have a visual cue to do so, um, the window is so tiny um, that it's still going to be hard to execute. Unless somebody figures out like a different type of button pressing or something, or anything like that that could give it a more forgiving frame window. I don't see any other way of doing this any easier. Um, this just gives you a nice visual cue of when to execute the dupe glitch. But yeah, anyway, again, I hope this was helpful, and yeah, um, that's it, and good luck. Peace.